Hi everyone, I'm Benjamin. Today, to mark the 6th World Financial Planning Day, we are very happy to have Ms. Chuin Ting, CEO of MoneyOwl, which is also one of the winners of the Center of Excellence CFP Certification Star Awards 2022. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Perhaps could you share with us why is your company having this initiative to promote CFP certification among your advisors?
Now, CFP certification for MoneyOwl advisors is actually a core part of their career development. And it really goes back to why MoneyOwl exists and what we seek to do. So we are an NTUC social enterprise, the labour movement's youngest social enterprise, which means that we want to do good for everyday Singaporeans through a profession. And our mission is to help people live the best possible life through honest and expert financial advice. So financial planning, we really see the propagation of that as a social mission. This is because if families get bad financial advice or they don't plan well, they actually have a lot of costs. There's a lot of pain involved on a human level, on a family level, and even on an intergenerational level. And so, especially from the mass market, there is not that much spare cash to make mistakes with in the first place. Now, on the industry side, unfortunately, the reputation of the financial advisory industry is not quite commensurate with the Singapore status as a global financial hub and as a first world country. And rightly or wrongly, financial advisors in Singapore are often viewed as salespeople selling products rather than professionals giving trusted advice. So we think that Singaporeans deserve better advice, and the industry also deserves a chance to gain a better reputation. And this starts with the advisors. And this means that advisors have to shift from being mainly about sales and sales awards to being known for having knowledge, expertise, and the associated accreditations that mark them as a professional. So given that CFP is really the international gold standard for financial advisors around the world, we think that it is very important to be trained in all aspects of financial planning through the CFP. And so for every MoneyOwl advisor, you have to be at least associate financial planner within your first year. And if you want to move up the ranks to take leadership, you have to be an associate wealth planner and eventually go all the way to be CFP certified. So in fact, we believe at MoneyOwl and CFP so much. It's not only our advisors. I have a financial literacy team that is CFP certified. I have a CTO who is who's on the CFP program, having been associate financial planner certified. CFO, I have HR people, I have product people, and even my head of compliance is a CFP certified holder. Yeah, so we really are very excited to have this opportunity to partner with FPAS and also to really bring financial planning to a different level in Singapore.
All right, that's awesome. And I understand that you are also a CFP holder yourself?
Yes.
All right, cool. Really leading by example. Yes. So other than what you're doing internally, are there other initiatives that your company is doing to raise the professionalism in the industry?
Yeah, this professionalism is a holistic venture. And for us, we approach it from 3 prongs. First is in terms of planning philosophy. Secondly is in terms of our advisory model. And thirdly, in people excellence. So in terms of our planning philosophy, we want to shift planning from being product-centric to being client-centric. So this means that you have to start with the needs and the goals of the client rather than on wanting to say how good a product is and to collect products. So collecting products is not financial planning. So when you start with a person's needs and goals, because a person's life is complex and with different financial needs and also life goals at different stages, it means that planning must actually be comprehensive in nature. So this is in terms of our planning philosophy. In terms of advisory practice, I think MoneyOwl is probably the only mass market financial advisory firm in Singapore that is all of 3 things. We are non-tied, we are comprehensive in our services, and we are also having fully salaried advisors. So I think that advisors, generally speaking, would like to spend most of their time doing a professional work of giving advice and doing planning rather than hunting for sales. So in our advisory model, we offer a salaried employee model so as to enable them to do that, right? And to concentrate on what they would like to do and what actually people need. So we centralize actually the marketing, so we take away the need to hunt for leads. And then what happens then is that because we don't have to compensate for hunting on leads, we are also able, where we do receive commissions, to retain them at firm level, but also rebate part of it to our clients. So this is the advisory model. Now, I want to say that I'm not saying that commissions are bad in themselves or that commission advisors are not professional. However, it does create a conflict of interest because compensation can drive behavior. And that is why in our model, we believe that some clients really appreciate removing that worry or any concern they might have that your advisor may not be acting in your best interests. And so this is our advisory model, which is actually quite common in many developed countries. And but I think in Singapore, it is something that the market is beginning to appreciate. Now, the third is really people excellence. And so in the hiring process, we don't only hire for people who have sales ability or sales achievement. We hire the people who have a passion for planning, who take pride in doing a great financial plan, and who have a social heart because we are a social enterprise. And then when they come in, we train them in a CFP and we go through the process, and in our whole performance management system, all these things are very important as well. In fact, we have two of FPAS top financial planner award winners as our co-leads in our advisory team. And so we're very happy, and I think I want to go and look for your for FPAS third year winner and fourth year winner, and
Wow.
Because this really was important to us in MoneyOwl.
Wow, awesome. So you mentioned a lot about holistic financial planning, comprehensive financial planning. You also talk a lot about advisors, right? So moving forward, why do you think the role of advisors will continue to be important in financial planning?
Yeah, so in this world, we use a lot of technology, and we have so-called robo-advisors nowadays and many platforms. I think ultimately there will be different models that serve the market, but financial planning is about life goals, and life goals are complex. A person's life is not something that maybe a robot can address fully. So we think that human advisors will always be there because there will be human wisdom, there's wisdom and experience, there is that listening that people need, that risk coaching when markets are down, which platform by itself cannot address. However, having said that, MoneyOwl does have global platforms, and what we use platforms for or technology for is what technology is good at. And technology itself does have trust attributes in providing objective information, in transparency, in accuracy, in projections, and all that is also very worthwhile. So I think that ultimately we will see a combination of technology augmenting human advice probably into the long run.
Yes, really drawing the strength from the different platforms and different tools, right? Cool. So maybe can you share with us on this World Financial Planning Day, right? What is one piece of financial advice that you may have for consumers on financial planning?
Yes, I think for financial planning, a lot of times people think it's about earning the most amount of money or reaping a return as soon as possible, never losing money, having your cake and eat it, and so on. I think we have to learn to understand that finances are an enabler, that money is an enabler. And when money is an enabler, money itself is not a goal. So please consider, what is it that is important to you? And at MoneyOwl, we always say, let's go for sufficiency and not maximization. Because when you go for maximization, you end up with all kinds of trouble. You do funny things when the markets are up, and when the markets are down, you get into asset classes you don't understand. You buy products just because they seem to be very sexy at one point. So if you go for sufficiency and then go for reliability. So this is really what MoneyOwl would like to to put forward as a guiding principle for financial planning, to really look at your life goals first, and then just go for your life goals. You're not competing with anyone here.
Really wise advice in terms of making wise decisions easy, right? Yeah. So that's all the time we have today. Thank you so much for joining us. Yeah, I hope to see you really soon.
Thank you very much.